Alright, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Nothing Fancy. Appreciate everybody for coming and hanging out. We are finally back with some more Starfield. Today we'll be continuing on with the UC quest line. Last episode we ended up, well, what's her name here? Let's see if I can pull up the mission. Okay, yeah, so Hadrian gave us a sample, a Terramorph sample. He said she needed it to be analyzed by somebody. Percival said that he would be here on Sidonia. We ended up going to a mine, clearing out a bunch of spacers and whatever, clearing his debt. Now we're gonna go talk to, yeah, so I cleared Percival's debt. I should be able to get the location. So now we'll finally be able to find out where exactly Percival is, and he should be able to get a full genetic workup done on this Terramorph sample for the UC quest line. Really excited to be back. I gotta say, guys, I don't remember the game looking this good. Obviously, I'm favoriting 60 frames, so the graphics aren't gonna look as crisp, but I'd rather have 60 frames than 30 frames. But we got Neil deGrasse Tyson here with us, and yeah, I'm excited to get back into this. No. Okay. That's weird. What's going on, brother? I took care of Percival's debt.
Did you now? Fine work. My end of the bargain then, I suppose. He's holed up in the old Red Devils HQ. Place was sealed up tight after the UC shuttered our unit, but we snuck him in the back entrance through the deep mines. Was also going to warn you about spacers down there. But it sounds like you might have already tossed those dregs. Yeah, the passkey. And I'll let him know there's someone he owes one hell of a thank you on their way down.
Once I was in a glacial cave surrounded by creepy red eyes, kind of like this. But it turns out they were just glowing bug butts.
Okay. The old Red Devils HQ, huh? Where the hell is that? Okay, well, I don't know if it's off planet or on planet, so we'll just have to go see once we get out of here.
Ever been to Aquila? Those security uniforms are way cooler than anything we've got.
I think I've been to Aquila. Well, yeah, and I might do a little bit of this main story too. It kind of depends on how long these side stories are. I know the Ryujin quest line was quite long, and the Crimson Fleet quest line was quite long, so I guess he's on planet. That was my vehicle. I'm just gonna fast travel. Fucking walking 800
Some look
meters.
like this one, but every one of them had something unique.
Is that right, Neil deGrasse Tyson? Let's go. Okay, so we're back here. It's the Red Devils HQ. The fuck? Sorry, what's the mission? Find Percival? We literally like just came through here and cleared this area out, so it is quite possible I missed something. Yeah. It's crazy how many things they've added to the game. A lot of different creations, a lot of different mods. Some of the bodies haven't despawned. Exotic resource, okay. Thanks.
No way. Look at these old machines. Nobody does it like this anymore.
Yeah, you said it, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Do I not have my mining laser? I don't think I can mine this. Melee. You know what? I think I left a cutter down here. Oh man, there's a lot of this hematitis, and we got the recipes so we can make our own stimulant or whatever. I think that kid ended up giving us a copy of the recipe. Despawned. Oh, no, here we go. All the crap I ended up dropping. Ship captain's hat. Just gonna go back and get some of this ore. I know there's some on the surface, but it's really sparse, really spread out. I don't know how much we need of per batch, so we'll just grab a handful. Keep it moving. Cake flavored chunk food cube is it actually cake? Does it matter? Does it matter? Alright, keep it moving. Got a decent amount from that. Percival is down here. Totally must have missed the entrance or whatever. Down this way.
Oh, wow. This is the old way. Look at this. It's a huge drill. No lasers. Whoa, yeah.
Whoa.
If your map doesn't match up with reality, time to evacuate because something's wrong.
I think we can go down there and get back up. Hopefully, anyways. Yeah, here we go. Am I even going the right way? Okay, so that's the way to go, but what the hell's over here? Oh, okay. Gonna have to go through my, oh fuck. Let's see if I know how to do this.
Now,
Okay, cool. Exotic. Take that, and rare.
let's see what's in there.
Some milk at room temperature, yum. Oh, here we go. A bunch of this crap here. Tweetus. Hematite. We're running while encumbered. Yeah, okay, we're encumbered. We'll have to go to a vendor afterwards.
Well, this must be the place. Looks like there's a light in the door, too. How charming.
This place is massive. Stay on your guard, brother. Too sure what we're gonna run into down here. Hopefully this guy doesn't have us running around doing a mission. Dr. Percival Walker, I presume?
Now you want to explain to me why you're going around harassing nefarious old men by wiping away their hard-earned debts?
What? From a colleague of yours, Hadrian Sanon.
Adrian sent you. She's... Did she look okay?
What? If you consider getting gored by a Terramorph and living as okay, then yeah.
Terramorph. She's fortunate to be alive at all. Hope you two had plenty of backup. So what's this she had you bring all the way down here after putting you in harm's way?
Terramorph cells from a world too young to have one. Tau Gourmet Zone, free range, 100% human fed terror. Okay, no.
Adrian said that, huh? If she made you come all the way for this. Let's get inside. I need to see these cells.
Okay. You coming, or are you just gonna stand there? Good Neil deGrasse Tyson over there pondering life.
Being this secluded and purposed exclusively by the military is no doubt used for some top secret nonsense.
Gonna ask you to not touch anything. Got some projects in the works down here. I wasn't expecting guests. Oh, and Lou mentioned how you took care of the debt. Can't say I'm thrilled the Trade Authority got their mitts on the research, but I guess that's the price you pay not to live in a cave the rest of your days.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All queued up. Let's gaze into this abyss, shall we? All right. Just get those cellular markers tagged. Wait. Where are the markers? This can't be right. This sample, it's Londinian.
What?
I'll need to get this all in a slate.
Londinian? That
Adrian
place that
really
was
gave you the
destroyed?
sample. You're not lying to me? Because if you told me this was a hoax, and it'd be the best damn fake I've ever seen, I'd be mad and very, very relieved.
Yeah, it's not a fake. I collected it myself, brother.
Can't just humor an old man, huh? This sample, it's got all the indicators of the worst terramorph attack in human history. I presume you've heard of Londinian.
The city that was overrun, and then they bombed the spaceport, sealing off the city. I went through the museum or the auditorium or whatever for the history lesson. For the lore. I'm pretty sure that's what Londinian was.
It was. An entire city wiped off the map.
Yeah.
The swarms were so bad, they had to blow the spaceport and seal the place
Yeah.
off from the galaxy at large.
Yeah.
Not a lot of
yeah,
samples
yeah.
made it off the world from the time of the attack. But the ones that did, well, they look just like this one. I didn't detect any of the telltale signatures this specimen ever sat on a ship while it was alive, either. I don't think it was transported to Tal Ceti. This specimen, it grew there, faster than any terramorph should. Which means, if we're about to start a new era in human-terramorph relations, where big, sudden Londinian-style attacks can happen outside Londinian, that's
We're
not
in
going to
trouble.
end well for humanity.
No.
Humanity has survived a lot, but this could be a bottleneck event for our species if we survive. And the devastation to society, to knowledge, it would reduce civilization to shambles.
So, you lugged this bad omen all the way here. You want to tell me what your plans are for it now?
Where is there to take you in the endless to Hadrian? Should be waiting. Get your boots on. We're going to stop any more attacks. We're leaving. Try not to slow me down. But you said the London attack was massive, right? Why is one so scary?
Because until now, the terramorphs that wiped out Londinian had the good sense to stay put. What happened there?
I guess.
It was a tragedy, but at least it was contained. So to
how did
find
it get off
evidence for a
planet?
similar attack on a different world, well, we don't have enough information to know precisely what this means. But I doubt it's good. So I'd love to know what it is you're planning from here.
Don't terramorphs have like a really long growth cycle, like wherever humans settle, 70 to 100 years later, terramorphs show up? Remember, this terramorph was on a planet that was too young to have a native species. Yeah, we're going to the 6th circle, I
The
guess.
circle, huh? Could use a drink about now. Here, faster we take the lift to the surface. Not supposed to use it, but given the circumstances, I'm inclined to just ask forgiveness. Let's get going.
Percival Walker is not following me. Meet out and drink. Okay. Let's eat and drink here real quick. That looked good, don't it? Strips of alien meat that have been dehydrated, salted, and flavored with mixed with mild teriyaki sauce. Yum. For a minute I thought it said tahiki. Slowberries, beef, and veggies served on sandwich style corn tortilla. Okay. Ooh. Sliders? That looks good, don't it? Alright.
You're carrying a lot.
So you said some.
Do you want to take a moment to shuffle things around?
We could do that later, Barrett. more important things to deal with. Is this the elevator? Hold on. I want to loot around here real quick. See what kind of goodies we got.
The UC probably wanted to forget all about their role in Xeno warfare. Typical.
It's not nailed down, I'm taking it. $700 lighter. Place is a pigsty. Oh, nice. Nice attire. Alright. Oh, is this the elevator? Let's see where this goes. Wonder if this is the elevator. Carrying too much. Of course. Wow, that's a lot of damage. I don't need that. Sell some of this crap. Drop like 4 more pounds. Probably gonna put me inside the fucking ship. So we got some outfits in here. Parts, resources, yeah, let's do that. There's a lot of cargo room. we got some contraband on us. I wonder if we could sell that while we're here. Good thing I noticed that.
Whatever you need, you've got it.
Arriving from Earth all those years ago, stepping foot here, realizing that this was your new home. Some would be devastated, others exhilarated.
The UC Exchange is a great place to buy your weapons.
Yeah, we're gonna stop here real quick.
We got lots of stuff. Just cool. That's what we do here.
Alright, this guy's got 10 grand. Oh my god. Okay, what? 210 bucks? $91? The lighter is like $700, bro. You serious? Let's get rid of all that. I don't really fuck with the mines. I'm sure at some point they probably will, but I might actually give that to Barrett. Now we'll sell it. I got all the ammo in the world. I'm gonna keep this. This thing looks pretty good. 100 damage. What does my pistol do? 70? Wow. Okay. It says more damage while I'm in space and applies bleed effect. Fucking little Uzi here. Deals double damage to the target with full health. Demoralizing. I don't know what that means. I mean, I know what demoralizing means, but I don't know what the effect does. Randomly deal radioactive and demoralizes. It's got a double down on the demoralize. Some kind of hand cannon. I want to try that later on. Alright. Alien jerky, amp, food. We got food for days. This is addictive, isn't it? Yeah. We'll get rid of that. We're gonna have to sort through all this later on. 25 rounds. 15 damage a round. It's not really all that great. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back.
Sounds like a
Okay.
plan.
Kind of wanted to sell a little bit of this food, but might just hold on to it. That way I don't have to keep buying food. I can just pull out of my reserve. I'm not gonna get much for any of these either. Okay, we've still got 30 of those. It's another $500. I mean, do I need it? Like $500,000 here. Okay, dude. Thanks. Appreciate you.
See you around.
Yep, we'll see you later. No, fuck. Oh, never mind. This place is a maze. I don't remember the layout at all. Isn't it on the bottom floor? There she is.
Is that really her? Hadrian.
Percival. My God, look at you. You're an old man now.
You're no hassling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say,
Not here. Let's talk somewhere more private. Lou said we could use the back.
Are we doing a drug deal down here? What are we doing?
Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down. Yeah, I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
makes two of us.
I hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble.
A little more gunfire than I usually like on my delivery jobs, but nothing I can't manage. Too much trouble is exactly how I describe the experience I just had. Oh, it was nothing I couldn't handle.
That's certainly not what I was expecting you'd have to go through. But thank you. I'm just glad you both came through intact. So, were you two able to get that workup together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinian.
Londinian.
How the hell were they getting off planet though?
That's exactly what I was afraid of.
With no sign of being on a
Not
ship.
thrilled to be the bearer of that kind of news. That's for damn sure. So tell me you've got some kind of plan for that workup.
Something's not making
Well, right
sense.
now, we've got more questions than answers. So
Yeah.
I've been trying to figure out what it's gonna take to access our old Terramorph data.
Good place to start. What'd you find?
It's in the archives.
The Armistice Archives? Doesn't that mean
that?
we'll be dealing with the Cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Varun somehow? Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
I didn't think the cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on 2 conditions. 1, they want to see this analysis you two have procured. And 2, they want to discuss what happened on Tau Ceti. With both of us.
I thought you needed someone to charm the higher ups. Doesn't sound like you're run-of-the-mill data you're after. Remind me about the Armistice Archives.
Well, when the Colony War came to a close 19 years ago, with the signing of the
Right.
Armistice, 3 factions were involved in the negotiations.
Banning
see,
mechs and
Freestar and House
terramorphs,
Varun.
right?
They made a lot of decisions about what sort of tactics should and shouldn't be permitted in future conflicts. All information related to the things they decided should be banned was locked away in the archives. Now, it's possible to get things out of there, but only with the agreement of members from all three factions. And
You're
as
asking
to what
for a
our
lot.
research is doing in there, well, I'll get to that.
The cabinet? Is that like a separate faction, or is that like... I guess we'll find out.
The cabinet's the UC's highest governing body. The president,
Okay.
top military brass, scientific and diplomatic division heads. Any
Damn.
major decision the UC makes goes through them. They're the only
Oh,
real
okay.
chance we've got of unlocking the archives. So without their blessing, we're flying blind.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't sound like the run-of-the-mill data you're after.
Of course. You deserve the full story. Percival and I, we're not just researchers. We were military scientists, ran a division of the UC together that deployed aliens on the battlefield as weapons.
Place I was hiding out. That was our unit's home base.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC xeno-warfare.
Right, xeno-warfare.
A practice
Right.
that's been banned ever since the armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago.
20 years ago, holy
And the
fuck.
UC military cut us loose for what we'd done.
Actually, I know who you are and your past. I don't actually know who she is at all. Still doesn't explain what this Terramorph data is doing in the archives. Yeah, it does. She just told you, bro. Was wondering if you were ever gonna share that nugget with me. Then what does that make you two now? Is the UC gonna throw me in prison for helping you?
No. We were both dismissed after the war for what we did. These days, we're just concerned citizens with a very particular area of expertise. Our damage has
Come in
been
handy.
done for a long time.
Yeah. Like, I don't care about you or what you've done. It's none of my business.
Oh. Well, that means a lot. It's not something I'm exactly proud of. But it was during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying terramorphs on the battlefield. The project never got off the ground, but the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives, along with all the other information banned after the Colony War.
I can't imagine
Under the
why.
watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic factions still participating in regular politics. But if we can convince the cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this sample might mean. And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it.
I'm not thrilled about you keeping information. Maybe I need some time to think. Why should I trust you with this data? How do I know it's not dangerous? Well, it is dangerous, obviously. Otherwise, they wouldn't have banned it. Why wouldn't the cabinet agree? I mean, it's banned information, banned data. It's locked away in the archives for a reason. Alright, let's go.
All right. I'm gonna go get this work up into the cabinet's hands. I'll meet you out front of Mast in New Atlantis.
Okay,
Good
in the
luck.
New Atlantis.
You two are gonna need it.
What's new?
Thanks. Alright. Let's head to the Mast District. Excuse me. Gonna have to empty out some of my ammo reserve too. I think I had some ammo storage on my ship somewhere. This fucking ship is massive. Holy crap.
Welcome aboard. Find your seats. your belongings.
Put all of the ammo away for now. Let's see what we're rocking up here. Okay. 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 What is this? Okay. We have a sniper rifle right there. Kinda want to put some of this away. So we'll definitely keep this on us. Keep that on us. This thing does no damage. Sure, it's the same ammo as this, unfortunately. Put that away. This is Ultra 7.5, 6.5, 43 MI. 43 MI. Oh, so we have a better version. So I guess we could have got rid of this other pistol. What are you doing? Lose your contacts. Put that there. We'll put 8-round revolver. Could come in handy, really. We'll put that away for now. So yeah, we'll get rid of this pistol, and I might try this Kraken, see if it's even worth having. 6.5, huh? 75 rounds. Cool. See if I can put a little bit of food away here. Alien jerky with a drink. Shepherd's pie with a drink. Got a shit ton of different wines. Rhubarb Boom Pop Cola with chicken marsala. That actually looks really good. Chunks cheesesteak with a double. Cheesesteak packaged with a double. Chunks potato. Del Macahini, slow stewed and reduced lentils and a mix of spices and herbs. Yo man, this food sounds so good though. Full food spiced worms, 2. Sparkling water. And then we can put this veggie grinder with Tranquil. Let's see what else we could put away in here. We could put away these wraps with a drink. Random shit, really. Okay.
Well, well. Back for more, eh?
Maybe. Maybe not. Put the amp away. Put that away. Put those away, those away. Okay, cool. 600,000 credits. That's actually crazy. We're rolling in money.
Lifting off now.
No Atlantis, here we
retros.
come.
Orbit achieved. Stabilizing. Done.
Oh, wrong button. Grav. Okay, here we go.
Our tiny tin can of fragile humans has survived being hurled into space once more.
Maintain current course while we scan for contraband.
Copy that.
Scan complete.
So we are heading to the map district. No, you should you can repair a drug narcotic so long as you okay.
When a settlement looks so peaceful and secure, it starts to become a target. I guess that's why New Atlantis and even Sidonia have as much security as they do.
Captain! Over here.
Hey, what's going on?
The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll
Okay.
call for us once they've gotten to properly review it.
Right,
Listen,
okay.
I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier. So, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My
Okay.
relationship with the UC. It's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone
What?
of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War,
Francois
former head
Sanon?
of the UC Navy. They called him Ve Victus, woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin, a title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come.
Ve Victus. I think there's like a space station out in the Wolf system. And the guy at the bar, there was like a guy in the bar. He made us go around putting up posters with Ve Victus. That's crazy. She's a clone of Ve Victus. And I'm pretty sure he was executed too. From what what the museum was telling me, him and 3 other people were executed. Damn, she didn't even get to know her father. That's sad.
Nerves kicking in?
There are other clones out there?
I'm the last.
Oh,
A few of my siblings, they passed when we were young. Training accidents and the like. But
Damn.
most of the rest were deployed to the front lines during the Colony War, and they never came back. Not a day goes by where I don't think about what the world would look like with them still in it.
that's rough. So you're a clone of a man? How does that work?
A non-trivial amount of gene editing. Clone, honestly, isn't even really the right term for our relationship, thanks to the amount of donor material that was required to bring me into this world. He and I are different on more than a few levels, but there's no denying the fact we're inextricably linked.
Must have been an impressive commander for the UC to want to clone him, yeah.
He would have happily told you he was one of the greats. Ultimately, though, it didn't matter. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused
yeah, we
a
learned
lot
that
of
later
death
earlier.
on both sides. Freestar Collective and UC. Military and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned.
Man, that's crazy. Not knowing who your father was, never meeting him. Even though technically, just remind me what your father did to merit being executed. I'm pretty sure he was a fleet admiral, so he was a pretty high-ranking officer, which, with his involvement during the Colony War, probably earned him a merit for being executed. But let's double down and make sure we got our lore straight.
He had his men open fire on civilian ships during the
Oh.
Battle of Cheyenne. A
Okay.
battle that he ultimately ended up losing anyway, devastating the UC fleet and bringing the Colony War to an ugly end for the UC.
Oh my god.
He's also the one who ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport during their outbreak, condemning countless lives. Both
And
sides
saving
agreed
others.
the settled systems would be better without him.
Damn. I thought my family was messed up. You're not your father. If the cabinet doesn't see that, that's their problem, not yours.
I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know, considering how
Well,
much
thanks.
you've done already. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast. Or, if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here.
No, I actually I took care of everything I wanted to, really. So I want to see, what is the risks? Oh my god, we got quite a few. Your eyes are red. Is that the result of cloning? Yeah. I always wondered about that. There was quite a few people on Mars that had the red eyes.
That's actually a souvenir from my time on Mars. The Red Devils unit I was a part of, they were founded by recruits who'd worked some of Mars' deepest mines. Folks used to adversity. The dust at those depths, it seeps into everything. The human eye included. Where the name Red Devils came from in the first place. It became an unwritten rite of passage that anyone wanting to enlist with the Devils had to do a stint in the mines before they could join up. The Devils were always talked about in such revered tones during my training, so as soon as I was old enough, I signed up. And the eyes were my parting gift.
So the red eyes is a byproduct of working in the mines of Mars. Got it. Are you willing to tell me more about your father? Any suggestions what I should say to the cabinet?
It's hard to know exactly what might sway them. I'd just be honest about what you saw. A colony wiped out, and a lot of lives lost. Something we don't want anyone else to have to experience.
So, just run by me one more time the risks of accessing this data.
Eye strain from the amount of reading I've got on the horizon if we succeed.
Okay, smart
The
ass.
Terramorph project never went anywhere. It couldn't. They're deadly creatures, but they aren't xenoweapons. The cabinet not opening the archives is probably a bigger risk than them handing over the files. That data itself isn't dangerous. Which probably
It's who
wouldn't be a
wields it.
bad point for us to bring up, should the opportunity arise.
Okay, so it's not the data that's dangerous, it's who has the data, is what I'm getting from that. Let's see if we can get some more lore about her father.
I mean, we never spent a lot of time together. He was too busy being fleet admiral to deal with kids. I was raised by a pair of guardians instead. Until
Okay.
his defeat during the Colony War, though, he was known as an extremely effective commander. Savvy. Perceptive. That mind opened a lot of doors for him. And for me, too. But Ve Victus, for all his ability, was heartless. Ruthless to a fault. In the end, that's what cost him his life.
Damn, that's tough. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, I don't have any more
Then
questions.
I guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Sounds like our cue. Here we go.
Alright. We're gonna go meet with the head honchos of the UCs.
I certainly couldn't say no.
Cabinet chambers, interstellar affairs. So many different floors we could go to. After you.
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Thanks, don't keep my ship fueled, ma'am. Damn, could you imagine talking like that to her? Hadrian made it clear that addressing this issue required the most urgency.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes,
Alright, bro.
well, precisely how urgent
Senor
is what I hope will
Bulletproof over
determine you
here.
today. So now, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
We're still trying to figure out what we're facing. We can't make any informed decisions without data. We need the archival data to find out a way to stop a Terramorph apocalypse. I'm just here to tell you about what happened. Hadrian's the one with the grand plan. Yeah, we're still trying to figure out what we're dealing with here. We can't make a decision without the data.
That is something to consider. Though we also have to take into account the nature of the data you require.
Oh, of course.
Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, Terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would
What?
remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask, how many deaths the Cabinet requires to act? 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's
Damn.
keep this civil, shall we?
Fucking let him
While
know.
there should be no doubt the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties. Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you
Wow.
can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
Yeah, it was tanky as fuck, ma'am. And that was just one. Wiped out in the colony that never saw it coming. That's pretty alarming. All I know is so it's a tissue matched from Londinian. Oof.
It's a little
How did it get?
intimidating. I understand.
My question is how did it get from Londinian, an isolated planet, all the way to a different planet with no sign of being transported on a ship?
Just taking her word for it as well, then.
So it would seem. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
Oh, damn, put me on the spot, huh? I'm fucking Johnny on the spot here. If there was any chance it would happen on town so it could happen elsewhere, we need to grant that request. Madam President, if it were me, I wouldn't grant the request. The archives are sealed for a reason. I would wait. We don't know. Okay. Yeah, we need. Well, yeah. If it could happen elsewhere, we kind of need it.
It's a risk, but so is doing nothing.
I'm inclined to agree.
As am I.
Well, I am not.
Okay,
I've heard
bulletproof.
nothing here to convince me that we should do anything
Piece
but
of
wait.
shit, dude.
And I will not risk galactic peace on a question of if.
Yes, a fair assessment, Chief Diplomat. So then, while the data you two have presented is compelling, I think we can safely say it's insufficient for the level of action you've requested. Perhaps once we...
What the fuck was that?
Attention. An incident has occurred. Facility lockdown engaged.
Whoa.
Vincent! Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
No fucking. That was loud.
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terramorphs.
Terramorphs?
More attacks. Just as predicted.
Good God.
It's happening, folks. Don't panic. We need to focus.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two,
Anti-Xeno?
we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how
Fuck,
it's
I don't
done.
have guns.
We're on it, ma'am. Captain, I'm right behind you. Let's get down there.
Alright. Oh man, I didn't bring any kind of heavy artillery. Got some grenades though. Should be enough. Whoa! Alright. To the NAT station. What the fuck is going on? Oh! The fuck?
That's it. Now hit him with everything you've got.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What is happening? We got civilians punching each other over here. What the hell is this? Electromagnetic beam? This thing looks nice. Okay. Is that it? Okay. Is this like non-lethal? Oh! One down. I don't want to kill anybody. The fuck? Talk to me.
Thank you for what you did. We didn't want to hurt them.
The way those people were acting, I've seen this before. They were under the Terramorph's influence, weren't they?
Terramorphs can control people?
I don't know. They were down at the port and they just started screaming. We tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get them out of harm's way, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us. People we knew. They went berserk.
Oh my
Pheromonic
god.
projection. Some Terramorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control, turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like a puppet. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire, and keep that EM weapon at the ready.
Copy that. Sounds like we need to move. If someone comes at me, I'm putting them down. Are you suggesting Terramorphs can control someone's mind? Obviously, that's what she's saying, dumbass. Does this mean I need to worry about you turning on me? That's actually a good question.
I honestly was just wondering the same thing. But no, you don't need to worry about me. I've had a Terramorph try it on me before. I'm not susceptible. So we'll just have to make sure to watch out for each other down there.
That's kind of sus. Okay, let's double
Let's
time
do
it.
Nat's unlocked. Please, do what you can to help them.
Alright, watch your fire, Barrett. I don't really have a lot of ammo. I have to watch our fire. I should have brought some big arms, large firearms. My 9mm and submachine gun are not the standard. Oh!
No time to waste, Captain. Stash the EM and pull some firepower. Let's move!
Stash the EM. Can we actually just favorite this? Thanks. Let's see what else we got here. We could try this Uzio while we have it.
Evacuation order has been issued for the Spaceport District. All citizens are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
Sounds like something's going on. Wow.
You might back up. Don't just stand there. Good.
Eliminate the Terramorph. Alright. Go. Oh yeah, no, don't shoot me. Oh, he's down. Yo, that guy totally just turned on me.
Check your stand! Captain! You're going to be okay! It's not real! Whatever you're experiencing
Happening to
right
me.
now, it's not real! We have to
Oh
put
my
down
God.
that form!
Closer. Closer. Closer now.
I can barely fucking see. What? Like hearing shit. Was a Terramorph speaking to me?
That was even easier than I expected.
Holy fuck, man.
Wait,
Ooh.
officer. Are you and this woman experts? Take whatever you get right now.
We've got the
remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad, but we're barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before. Well, I'm far to you to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
Speak to the fire team? What are you, anti-Xeno?
Heard you might be looking for some backup. You say the word, we're out there on your 6.
You two have any experience with Terramorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here. But we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight.
Yeah,
Might
that's
make
what
you
I'm
more
thinking.
liability than asset.
We're not UC security. You don't need to worry about us.
Kinda do. I don't want you shooting me in the back, dude. We'll handle this. You two stay put.
Your call. We're on the line.
Yeah, you're on the line is right. I want that. Give me that fucking Gatling gun, dude. Hold the line, princess. Ammo. Let's try this Uzi out. Yo, the spaceport is complete. What about my ship? Okay. Yo, this is crazy. This place is fucking destroyed. How did they get in? Hi. Run. I mean, the damage is okay, but these things are just inherently tanky. Fuck him up, Barrett. That wasn't actually too bad. We got one more to deal with. Hiding. Go on. Oh, that's so weird. You know.
They're going to eat you alive.
Pistol actually got a hit. Holy fuck.
Target down. Nice work.
I don't want to even think about what would have happened had we failed. This was damn heroic, Captain.
Hey, thanks, brother. You did good too. No, we have no ammo. That could have got really messy. Two people lost their lives. Alright. Talk to me.
Guess they weren't kidding about you two. Universe put the right people in the right place.
You all had the line. You're the heroes here. On a day's work. No, you guys did your work too. You guys put in your fair share.
Certainly doesn't feel like it.
I don't want to think what would have happened if you two hadn't been here.
What's a bear just
Just
said?
glad we could rise to the occasion. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the Terramorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
Yeah, if this doesn't convince them to open the archives, I don't know what will. Yo, this barrier got ripped right in half. This whole place is fucking smoldering in ashes. It's crazy. It's so weird not seeing civilians.
The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all-clear signal before exiting your homes. That is all.
And that is
Damn.
convenient. But riding right after eating can give you stomach aches.
So we can't go anywhere else. I wonder how long this stays like this. That alarm is loud as fuck. Yo, that was actually kind of fun. I'm not even gonna lie.
Thank you, gentlemen. Let your people all know how much we owe them today.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, there you are. I believe we have some things we should discuss.
The
yeah.
next time Terramorphs rear their ugly heads, the UC is going to be ready.
Hello?
Captain? Hadrian? It would appear that the Cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today. As well as an apology. Your concerns about the Terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you. Yeah. Better late than never. I'll take my card. Yes. Thank you, ma'am.
Of course. I only wish we could have acted sooner. Now, after today's events, the Cabinet has decided to revisit its previous decision. We will be supporting your collection of the Terramorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the Cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major. As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball. Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The Cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative.
I'm just a Vanguard nobody. Damn. If you sure that's the wisest course of action.
We do. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data. So, will you help us?
You can count on me, ma'am.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. You're dismissed.
$14,000?
I'm gonna go check in with Chief Engineer Kulkarni. Start getting a plan together for that data.
Speak to Deputy McIntyre.
There are so many different groups across the settled systems, it's hard to keep up with all the work they do.
Friends like these. Oh, here we go.
Can't be. Yes. Yes, sir. Consider it done.
You're not gonna sit? We can stand.
That must make you my Vanguard captain.
Yeah.
Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second-in-command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also told the President wants us to get you into the Armistice archives ASAP. So, we've got no time to waste. You know what the archives are, correct?
They are the repositories for all the banned data from the Colony War.
Someone paid attention in current events. So, then you also know that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 Armistice signatories. UC,
Okay.
Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, the
Got it.
UC is already on board, so that
Okay.
means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
Yeah, I think House Varun is the people that worship the Great Serpent, which I think the DLC is based on to the Shattered Space DLC or whatever with the House Varun. I don't understand how that's gonna work though. You think they'd be clamoring up to help after that attack? No problem. Tooth extract and some sodium pentanol. Yikes. What can you Yeah, you think they'd all be clamoring to help.
I couldn't agree more. However, both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us.
Why
Now,
not?
I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate. And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here.
Okay,
Though
got it.
that doesn't mean we can't get creative. But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Varun?
Tell me more about Ambassador Balmore of the House Varun.
Ambassador Balmore's a challenge. When the
Okay.
rest of House Varun retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here. He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming
Okay.
to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
Yeah. Let's just get up to date with the lore here. From what I've understand so far with House Varun, is they worship a creature called the Great Serpent, and they attack people kind of like Varun Zealots, I think they're called. They like attack people like they're kind of like spacers and ecliptic and Crimson Fleet.
Well, these days, they're primarily considered a security threat.
Yeah.
House Varun Zealots, a fundamentalist outshoot of the group that stayed behind when the rest retreated into seclusion, want nothing more than to send everyone not dedicated to their cause to the Great Serpent in the sky. But that hasn't always been the case. After they ended the Serpent's Crusade about 70 years back, House Varun did take a real run at trying to normalize relations with the rest of the galaxy. It's why they have an embassy here in the first place, why they were included
makes
in
sense.
the armistice negotiations. But then, without warning, they left, leaving behind, to our knowledge, just the ambassador and his duty under the armistice.
Yeah, that sounds crazy. I'm sure they can be a reason with houses of Varun or people just like us.
It's weird that we have to say that, but yeah, they're just regular people with different beliefs.
Of course. But there is another wrinkle. We're not 100% sure Balmore is actually still alive. His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting. Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice.
Right. Yeah, I hope we're not chasing a corpse. What kind of life signs did you detect?
The Varun delegation brought more than a few of their native flora with them when they set up in the embassy. It seems those plants have been allowed to flourish, making it hard for us to verify what's flora and what's ambassador.
What do I do if he's dead?
Then you search the embassy for his biometric key, collect your code piece, and we'll go about notifying his next of kin, if we can ever find them. But let's hope it doesn't come to that.
So nobody's been inside the embassy?
The embassy is still legally House Varun's sovereign territory, so we're not technically permitted inside.
Copy.
We've snuck in the occasional spy, of course, but the ambassador has proven more evasive than you'd expect for a man of his age. But we're quite sure he hasn't left the city. The man stands out.
70 years ago. The guy's gotta be pushing the fucking dirt by now.
I have no doubt. Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there.
Okay, we gotta gear up for... Gotta override. Okay, so we're gonna have to go gear up. We might be dealing with some automated... tell me more about Radcliffe, Daniel Radcliffe of the Freestar Collection.
The good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable.
I bet she loves her job.
I know,
Now,
I would.
Officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her. Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support. And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
Yeah, I think you're underestimating how delightful I am, but nobody could be that stubborn. New Atlantis was just attacked.
Never underestimate the universe's ability to surprise. That's why we have Plan B. UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage. But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell. So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen. Report suggests there's a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for intel. Maybe even convince to work with you.
That's all the information I need. Any other things I should avoid doing inside the embassy?
Yes, many. Don't steal anything. Don't get caught anywhere you're not supposed to. Absolutely do not harm anyone. If something goes wrong, we'll do our best to smooth things over, but I can't make any promises.
Okay, copy.
All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up, you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise. Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind. Be smart out there, Captain.
Got a minute to chat? Maybe a few minutes. Probably not hours, though. But no guarantees.
Alright, Neil deGrasse Tyson, give me a sec. Oh, should I? It's a nice little buff right there. Keep the persuasion on us. Alright. What's on your mind, brother?
You know, I needed this. Exploring the galaxy with you by day, investigating the mysterious legal woes of my long-dead spouse by night.
Flirt? I'm glad to see your sense of humor is back.
Vasco never appreciated my humor that much.
Yeah, he's a bit of a stick in the mud.
I was just remembering how I'd pour my heart out to Vasco. So many times. I told him all about Irvin. He showed me a chart of how sad I should expect to feel.
He had a sadness by time chart.
He was really hoping the visual presentation would help. It did not.
Oh, fuck, man. That's hilarious. Vasco is such a simple robot.
Oh, he's not so simple, actually.
Oh,
he wanted me to work on a social ritual algorithm with him, believe it or not. Anyway, I'm glad you're here right now because we have things to discuss about Irvin's case. I heard back from my contact. They looked into Hephaestus Mining Corporation. Looks like they paid off the judge. And that's not all. My contact really came through for us. Turns out the witness was threatened until he withdrew his testimony. And thanks to our contact, we now have the receipts.
We need more evidence.
I tend to agree. It's interesting, but not enough to take it to a lawyer yet. So I know a cyber runner who has accessed corporate archives before. They can dig into the classified archives before.
But let me guess, you need money.
We can pay extra for them to use less legal methods to obtain information, but that adds risk.
I don't think he cares about the ethical side of shit. Here.
I'll cover any costs for bribes or fines that go over that amount. Depending on what they find out, it might be time to talk to a lawyer. I'll see if I can find one. Whew. Taking on Hephaestus isn't going to be easy. And I say this as someone who's fought the Crimson Fleet. Maybe I should study up on the art of cross-examination. Might come in handy at the trial. That's solid advice. Know your actual limitations, and not the ones granted to you by a mysterious superpower. Anyway, let's go adventure while we wait on the cyber runner to get back to us.
Okay. Yeah, so far we've done Sarah's quest. And there's still other people of Constellation we still haven't met. I'm interested to see if Vasco has a personal side quest to do.
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
Oh, nice. So we are heading to Freestar Collective. We're gonna have to gear up before we go into House Faroon. Oh, this building is huge. I think we went over here once.
I asked my boss what they're doing to stop new alien attacks on the city.
War memorial. We can stop to pay respects, if you'd like.
Not talking with reception. Okay.
We've come
Hey, how you
a
doing?
long way since the war. It's a start.
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby, offices, or conference room. That means you.
Every day that we all keep talking is a day we should celebrate.
Gotta be on my best behavior in here.
Terramorphs? As in more than one? All that security and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you
Hi.
supposed to be in here?
Guests can make themselves comfortable in the lobby.
Yes?
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment?
Captain, nothing fancy. UC Vanguard, you and I need to talk, Ambassador.
Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport. You have
Yeah.
my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants Terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right.
Nope, they sent me here to beg. Please, please, pretty, please. No, you heard correctly.
I was afraid of that. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information
Really?
is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours, and go?
Damn, I don't know if I have persuasion drugs on me. Okay, hold up.
I'm all ears.
Alright. Access the UC listening device. Speak to the Freestar Embassy staffer. Okay, hold on. Let's try to persuade her. If it doesn't work, we have a plan B. That was only 12%, but it'll have to do.
Did I not make myself abundantly clear, Captain? You're not getting access to the archives.
Full stop? Or can I push my luck?
Really gonna push this?
Yeah.
All right, I will give you one chance. One to convince me. Understood.
No. Thanks.
I'm listening.
Are you?
The cost of being wrong is a high one.
Be the person the galaxy needs.
I never was the sort to turn my back on people in need. Well, Captain, you make some good
Critical
points.
success.
But if I'm really granting you access, I'm gonna need the following concessions.
Oh,
Your
fuck.
access will be limited. You can only take out the items related to stopping these terramorphs. The monitors will make sure of it. You go in once, you get everything you need on your trip, and never again. And all research done with the data will be monitored. If this data is being used to save the galaxy needs to be involved in the oversight. Freestar scientists will watch your people like hawks. So, do we have an agreement?
That sounds pretty fair, yeah. Yeah, that's way too much. No, that's fine. That's acceptable.
Excellent. Follow me.
Okay. Where are we going? What are we doing? Okay, I guess we're going for a walk. Close your door. stay in there, Bert. To the basement. Where the hell are we going?
They tell me it should only take a moment.
Okay.
And there. Here, I'll reach out to Deputy McIntyre. We'll coordinate the necessary oversights. Two unlikely allies, I guess.
Okay, so we got the code. That was really easy. Now we just have to acquire the House of Arun archival code. But we gotta gear up before we go in there. I have like no ammo. Dealing with robots can be quite tanky. I wonder if I can fast travel to my ship. Nice.
Hey, you might want this.
You got some food for me, brother? Yeah, Barrett's always got the snacks. You said you got something?
Sorry. I was lost in a memory for a moment there. How can I
Do
help?
you have anything for me?
Thought you'd never ask. Here, all yours.
Carpa what? The hell was that? A savory noodle dish served with steak, often enjoyed as a snack and considered a comfort food. Yo, that actually looks really good. 2% XP gain for 30 minutes. Okay. Decent. Thanks, brother.
Well, hello, sunshine.
Hi, love. How are you? Okay, let's get some bandages for broken bones. This treats infections. We'll grab a couple of those. Some melee damage. We'll grab one of those. This treats burns. Robots tend to use lasers. Treats concussion, heat stroke, hernia, hypothermia, lung damage, poisoning, and that's quite a bit. We'll grab a few of those. What was the other one? I'll grab a bandage or two for lacerations and puncture wounds. I thought there was another one. Or not. Yeah, we don't really have a lot of these. We'll have to restock eventually, but we'll worry about that later. Let's gear up. So for robots, this is armor piercing. 66,000 credits. That's a lot. Refined regulator. So that's 43 Ultra. Try this a Razorback too. And we'll run the pump action. Suppressor. Yeah, we'll run the pump action. So we'll grab, what was that? So we need Ultra Meg at 7.5. So we'll grab a few Ultra. Seven and a half. Grab a handful of those. lead on a robot's probably not going to do much. Some of these weapons are garbage. We got to sell. We got 196 rounds for the pump action. Kind of wanted to grab a little bit more. 7.5, 7.7. Grab about 237. Cool. So now we just gotta reorganize my inventory here. Put that there. This here. And then, so this is electromagnetic. I wonder if robots take additional damage from electromagnetic. Makes sense. EM. I think I've seen it up here. We might have to go back down, but we'll just see. Oh. Talk to Sergeant Yumi. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're in. Yeah, this place is like abandoned. Fuck. Nice gun, dude. Statues of some kind of serpent. Alright. Let's fuck around. Embassy. The hell was that?
Say what you will, but I bet House Varun knows how to party.
Just trying to listen to that, dude. Pretty ominous. I have a bad feeling about this. I wonder if they're behind it. House Varun. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Security terminal? I wonder if we could turn off. I'm fucked up. Recalibrate. Okay, cool. I'm gonna start tripping balls. These mannequins are gonna start moving, dude. I swear to God, I'll fucking lose it.
You're never gonna get their deposit back after this. Ours now. Hey, this isn't over.
Motherfucker, dude. These mannequins start moving, I'm gonna lose it.
Over already? Oh well.
This. Forgot how long these take to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm in. Update. Recalibrate. Cool. I hear you. Outfit kind of looks kind of cool, don't it? Could take one for myself. Permanently increase sneak bonus by 1 melee. That's nice. Oh. Can we access that terminal? Hi. Good thing I brought the pump action, huh? Can I, like, disengage that? Nobody cares about fucking Sergeant Yumi. Where are we going? Two of them. I need to see the other turret. One, two. 1, 2, 1, 2. 2. It's 1, 2, 3. I'm in. Okay. Pointless. Oh, what the fuck? Caught me off guard, Barrett. I don't know if we're supposed to release this dude. I have a bad feeling about this. Damn! Hand cannon is a little different. Oh, motherfucker. Barrett?
Peace!
Peace. Let him know.
Oh, I love this part.
Can you not, like, ride my ass? Thanks.
Kinda used for that stuff.
I got a bad feeling about this. Where does this go? At least I can see a little bit better now. Where are we going? Guardians? Oh, fuck. Ooh, that was a nice crit. Wow.
Oh, good. I was wondering how you did this.
Good job, Barrett. Approach the stranger? Oh, fuck. Are you Balmore?
So, what seems punishment
you are,
becomes
okay.
providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss.
Alright. Well, I guess he's alive. That's good. It's considered stealing.
Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence.
Hey, no
I
worries.
suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems
Venom?
than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Eh? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Then the embassy was struck with a power surge and then silence. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly?
Spaceport is in rough shape. Did you just say that thing pouring clouds upstairs is called a venom tree? Is it poisonous?
Harmless spores, you have my word, but hard to navigate. Hence why I was guiding you through the intercoms to restore the environmental controls. And release me. It is the sap of the tree that gives it its... well, perhaps not a topic for this exact moment. But I must know of the rest of the city. Does it still stand?
Why do you want to know if the city is still standing? Are you behind the Terramorph attack? I mean, everything's pretty good. It's a little damaged, though.
Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you here at such an opportune moment. You were sent by the UC. That much is obvious. Who else could just waltz through my door? And the broadcast spoke of terrormorphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code. So the UC requires information, then. On terrormorphs, presumably. Do I see this all clearly?
Excuse me. Yeah. You seem to be knowing exactly what's going on around here, though. It's kind of sus.
Yeah, the preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there.
Yeah.
But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement. For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding that legacy. With little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Now, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger them.
I wonder if this guy's playing me right now. You have my word.
You got my word too. I swear if this goes awry, there will be hell to pay.
Well then, I shall not fear. Please, follow me.
Is this considered stealing?
Let's hope it still works. And there. Let it be used for good.
You return to Deputy McIntyre? Okay, that was easy. This is all considered stealing. No. Okay, we're good. Let's go, Barrett. Storeroom key card. Yeah, we don't have that. Back out the way I came, I guess. This place is a maze. Shame we couldn't get any of the armor or any of the attire. I feel like that'd be kind of cool to have. Okay, so that wasn't too hard. I'm glad I brought the shotgun though. Shotty for the win. I don't know how to feel about the Razorback or the Regulator. As far as dealing with the robots goes, it might be more effective against human enemies. Is this not the way out? Yeah, we're over encumbered. I gotta nip my inventory in the bud or something.
On the record? What response?
I'm told by top officials the cabinet already has a plan in place to open the Armistice archives.
Unless that archive's full of ordnance, it's not enough.
I see. Well, thank you for taking the time.
Hey, publish
Seems like the citizens have a different opinion on proper course of action. I wonder if there's like a third party figure that needs to get into the archives and we're kind of doing it for them.
Hello.
Hi. And they can't get in without me. We're just like the puppet.
Captain, you're back sooner than... Oh, wait. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe? And Balmore? We're all in agreement.
What do you think, sweetheart? Collected and ready to be deployed.
So the old man was still lurking around in there. Fine work, Captain. And now, I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter.
Got it.
Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right?
Yes ma'am, report to Armistice Archives. Here we go, we're heading to the archives. Can't wait to see what this looks like. If I had to guess, I'd say just some kind of really big, highly secure vault. I think our carrying capacity sucks because we're hungry.
You're gonna wear yourself out if you carry all this stuff.
Oh, wow, the archives is its own separate building. Okay. Good to know. Where's all the security? Historian giving a lecture. Okay, here we go. We recall the cost of unfettered war. We stand as the bulwark of peace. Damn.
Captain, we've been expecting you. Please approach the monitoring station and we will go over the rules.
The rules? Okay.
Welcome, Captain, to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will
Unit
not
18?
be able to access any of the other units.
Okay.
Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin.
Okay. So this is UC. You are Freestar. Okay, and this is House Varun. And nobody inside.
You may proceed, Captain.
Thank you. Wow, look at this. Look at all this information. Where do I get that? Unit 18. Terramorph data added. Okay. That's it. We're out of here. Okay, thanks. I wonder how many different endings there are to this quest line. If you can be bad or if you can be good. Turn the data. Who are we giving the data to? Uh-oh. Like I said, I got a bad feeling about this.
Keeping the skies safe out there?
Your mom. We're giving it to you?
You are. Captain? Deputy
Oh.
told me what went down. Impressive work.
Captain, if you'd be willing to transfer the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing what comes next.
Give the data to Hadrian? I wonder if she's the ringleader.
Time for us to start getting some real answers. And figure out if we've been asking the right questions. So whenever you're ready.
I made a promise. Can you assure me this data will be used for good?
Yes. It will be. Percival and I have done our damage. This is us starting to put some things right.
A little bit of hesitation in her voice there. Yeah, is the answer to stopping more attacks really in here?
You're carrying the most comprehensive collection of information on Terramorphs in the known universe. If we can't pry an answer out of there, it likely doesn't exist.
Damn.
Certainly doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but we're not gonna know until Percival and I dig in, so whenever you're ready.
You may take possession of the data.
Acknowledged and accepted, Captain. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done.
Okay.
The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you first.
Okay.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me.
Oh, yep, of course. Lead the way. Getting my citizenship already, huh? Damn. When we were doing our flight simulator and we did our tests, the guy was like, yeah, you can get your citizenship in like 10 years or 7 years or whatever it was.
Hey there.
Hey, how you doing? So I guess this is a good way to get your citizenship right away. Where are we going? Where does this go? The fuck? Hello?
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies?
Remind me again why I want to?
Well, only citizens can own property in New Atlantis. We also pay a discounted rate at any United Colonies merchant. And all citizens receive an ample credit disbursement upon joining.
Say less.
Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version.
Okay.
Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain a citizen?
Sure, whatever. Sure.
Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation. We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property. Now, the other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position. Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terramorphs. And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name. So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms?
Yeah, what the fuck? Tell no one. Ask for my name? Who are you talking about?
I'm sorry. I can't share any more without your word. Do I have it?
What the fuck? I'll take it to my grave.
Let's hope it never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.
So we got 5,000 credits and another 14,000 credits. Okay. Proceed to my meeting in subsection 7. The fuck? The devils you know? Uh-oh.
Excuse me?
No, excuse me. Subsection 7. Here we go. In the fucking goddamn basement. Oh, it's like a warehouse.
I knew a place like this had to exist. I just never thought I'd actually be in it.
Alright.
Logging authorized entry. Unsealing access. You may proceed down the corridor. But
Thanks.
there are no additional visitors permitted. Your friend's gonna have to wait out here.
What? No magazines? Well, who's down for some small talk?
Oh
Looks
god.
like we've got a volunteer here. Howdy, soldier. Want to compare war stories?
Oh fuck. Yeah, what the fuck? You know Barrett's gonna rip his ear open and just talk to him.
Welcome, Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat.
What the fuck is this? It's a fancy looking cell you got here, brother.
President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed. But now you face a foe unlike any other. An invisible enemy, lurking in the shadows. You're going to need all the help you can get. Which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I am?
Given the amount of security, I'd say you're someone pretty important or dangerous. A guy who couldn't afford a place with a view, clearly.
Perceptive. I like that.
You like that, huh?
Francois Sanon.
What?
What most know me as Vivictus.
What?
I was an admiral during the Colony War.
What the fuck?
One of its great villains, if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes. But the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard. So they put me here. A sacrifice on the altar of peace. Even my death served the colonies.
Oh my god. Yo, he looks exactly like the poster. Definitely one of the chattier ghosts I've met. Except, what exactly do you want? Yo, could you imagine if this was the guy who was, if he was behind it all? Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo.
I want to help you. And my progeny Hadrian.
Okay, maybe not, maybe not.
Though I am curious. Has she shared with you the nature of our little family?
Yeah, she told me she's your clone.
Did she? So willing to trust Hadrian. I never did succeed in driving that out of her. Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do.
Not every day I get a chance to work with a man living in a fish tank. Talk.
After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their recovery teams, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the Colony
Okay.
War.
Turning over a new
With
leaf.
quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process, I managed to find something else.
What's
The
that?
names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team.
Okay.
Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on. I'll tell you where they are, but in exchange, I need something dealt with.
Yeah, you track down war criminals? How does that work?
Well, who better to find them? But
I
many
guess.
of them I knew personally, and I've always had a mind for details. Where someone was born, next of kin. You'd be shocked how often an otherwise brilliant criminal flees to the planet just next to the one where they were born, or where a family member resides. I simply use my own personal knowledge and the information our group collects for me to track them down and set things right.
Okay, so maybe this guy is not the ringleader. I just have like an evil villain vibe. It sounds like he's just trying to turn over a new leaf. Just tell me what you want, dude.
Gladly. There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr. Reginald Orlaise. Like
Okay.
myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colony's more problematic lines of research. Mech weapons were his specialty. If it dealt death, he could make a deal more. When the Colony War ended, he fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day. But I finally found him. I want you to track him down and deal with him, however you're able. I'm not expecting he'll come quietly. Bring me evidence that the job's done, and I'll tell you what I know.
Yeah, why have me do this and not hand it over to one of the members of the recovery team?
Captain, your files indicate a track record of unlikely successes. It is my genuine hope that, perhaps down the line, you might become a part of our team.
That'd be kind of cool.
Might be something of a tryout.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down. How do I know you're not asking me to kill an innocent man, though?
Speak to Deputy McIntyre. I'm sure she'd be happy to hear that someone might be tying up this loose end at long last. Though I would ask you, do not make the mistake of confusing me for a simple cutthroat.
How about I just arrest him and turn him over to the UC?
You can certainly try, but the man's been out there 20 years. He's likely gone feral by now.
Damn.
Easier for all if you simply blow up his ship and be done with it.
Yeah, I'm not killing anybody, dude. Until I, know more. He could have information. And now that I'm thinking about it, it's probably very unlikely this guy's involved. You know, he's in a fucking fish tank in the fucking subsection 7. In a cell. I imagine it'd be very hard for him to do anything or orchestrate anything. I can't believe they got a fucking executed war criminal in their goddamn basement.
If that's what you require to sleep at night, so be it. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria. Wolf System. There's a star station in the vicinity.
Yeah, the Den.
The Den. The head of the local vanguard, one Captain Marquez, should be able to help you find our man.
Okay. Let's go speak to McIntyre and tell her what the fuck.
Identity verified. You may proceed to the exit.
Oh, thanks. Hey, Barrett.
Oh, pardon me. Was that your stomach or mine?
Probably mine. Let's go.
I'm beyond ready, Dusty.
Excuse me? Speak to Captain McIntyre. This should be good. Come on in, Barrett. McIntyre?
Captain, did your meeting go well? It's clear now why we needed you to agree to all the secrecy.
There's an executed war criminal in your basement. I literally just said that. That's crazy. I was not prepared for that. Let's see what the big deal is. Some one guy living in your... Yeah, there's an executed war criminal in your fucking basement.
Captain, please, keep your voice down. The situation with the prisoner is a complex one. A holdover from a different era. But it's a situation we've been managing as discreetly and humanely as we can for some time now. And the most critical part of that management is making sure no one else learns of it. Do I make myself clear?
Why hasn't Hadrian... Yeah, why hasn't she been... It could be a liability, it could be a distraction, could be a risk.
The Major doesn't have clearance for this sort of information.
Okay,
and she certainly doesn't need a distraction from her current
and a
very
distraction.
important
Okay, yeah.
work. Which is why I need you to keep this to yourself.
Okay, God, Jesus Christ, fine.
Good. Because bringing this up to the outside world would create the unfair appearance, Captain, that you're unhinged. And that's
Well,
not a good look for any of us.
I make it look
Was
good.
there something in particular you needed to discuss about what we were just discussing?
The skeleton in your basement asked me to deal with a Dr. Orlays.
Dr. Reginald Orlays? He's finally found him. Of course, killing Orlays is completely out of the question.
That's what I was saying.
Bringing him to justice. He's been on the lam for years.
20
That'd be a
years.
huge win for the UC. What's being offered in return?
The location of Hadrian's old research team, I guess.
Really? He found the members of the research team. We'd already initiated a search for them, but it'd save a lot of time and manpower if he just gave us that information. Captain, if that's the deal, you have my endorsement. Just so long as you make every effort to bring the man in alive. Now, was there anything else you wanted to discuss regarding your meeting?
I'm supposed to head to the den, anything, no. What are the chances I'm being lured into a trap? Yo, could you imagine?
Trusting the man downstairs would be a mistake. But
Okay.
I don't think you need to be too concerned. This
So
is
don't trust
far
him.
from the first name he's handed over, and all previous missions went off largely without a hitch. So while I'd
Maybe that's
certainly
part of
warrant
his plan.
caution, I think you can proceed.
Okay. So, okay. Got it.
Then I'll bid you good day, Captain, and remind you of the importance of discretion.
Jesus fucking Christ. Yo, this is getting really good. What is this? Permanently reduces fuel needed for a grab jump. Okay, nice. Thanks.
Yes, what?
Damn. Bay Victus is fucking alive. And he ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport. So he's connected to Londinian in some way. What are we doing now? Speak to Captain. Is that in the wolf system? Let's just take a quick little peek here. The devils I know. The man who's supposed to be dead, he has me to track down and deal with. And he didn't want evidence. He didn't seem too interested in having him bring in alive. It's kind of sus. We might be doing his dirty work. But that's a chance we'll have to take.
Welcome to the den. If you have business, feel free to land.
Thanks. I think this is where we're gonna save it though for this episode. Kind of wanted to get back into Starfield. We ended up booting up
Let's go.
Dying Light, the Beast, new release or whatever. I thought to myself, I was like, well, you know what? We'll try doing another new release, see if it does something for my channel. It didn't end up doing anything for my channel. I've come to accept the fact that playing new releases is just a waste of my time. You know, there's like a bunch of new games that or just like, even like games that are like 10 years old that I just haven't got around to playing. You know, games from like Red Dead 1 and 2, The Last of Us 1 and 2, Death Stranding 1 and 2, Cyber Bitch 2077, you know, Silent Hill F, you know, a bunch of Assassin's Creed games. There's just so many games that we just have not played, that are kind of like somewhat relatively new releases within the gap of, I would say, about 10 years, maybe even less, maybe like the past 5 years. So I'm probably not going to prioritize new releases. Like I was going to do 007 First Light, but I figured, well, you know what, if playing a new release does nothing for my channel, I'm just not going to bother. It just makes no sense, you know, spending hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and 3 billion years later, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars on new releases, and then just stream it only for it to have no impact on my channel. And probably not going to be streaming with a camera anymore. You know, the Twitch page or whatever, the tips or whatever was like, oh, you know, stream with a camera, it really helps connect with your audience and helps your channel grow. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. So I probably won't be streaming with a camera anymore, because it does nothing for my channel, and I probably won't be streaming any new releases, because again, it does nothing for my channel. So we'll kind of just backpedal and kind of finish up some of the older games, and you know, if viewership picks up and people start engaging with the content and all that fun stuff, we could potentially prioritize jumping in and doing some new releases and whatever. But as far as Dying Light the Beast, I am going to just put that on the back burner in case I do revisit it, but it's very unlikely that I will revisit it. The viewership and interest was just not where it needs to be. So, but we will be back with some more Starfield. Probably prioritize a lot of this. I was thinking about doing Elden Ring, but there's not really a whole lot of interest behind that. We still have Resident Evil 8 to finish doing, and our playthrough of Biomutant. So those will probably be the games that I add in rotation in between our Starfield episodes. But don't expect too much from me. I'm gonna kind of be backpedaling and pumping the brakes a little bit on the amount of streaming that I do. Again, until viewership and interest and interaction in my channel increases in some way, shape, or form, in some capacity. But as always, I appreciate everybody for coming and hanging out, whether you're tuning in now or you're tuning in later. Hope everybody has a great rest of your day and or night, wherever you live in the world. And for everybody else, hey, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.